Well, welcome back, Commandant, to another battle on the Eastern Front. Let's see how we can do this time. We're going to go full attack on the Soviets. Welcome back, guys. We are, of course, playing our German campaign once again. Maybe next time we'll do a Soviet campaign. I'd really like to, but on the large campaign, actually. And we actually have tanks once again in this battle. The last time we absolutely crushed the enemy. And I mean crushed the enemy. With our tanks, but they only had infantry. This time I'm not so sure. I've already set movement orders for most of our tank units to basically start moving towards this hill. I want to get some, eyes on top of the hill to see what the enemy has. And I've also started moving Pach, Berger, Osman, all of these guys, basically martyrs. In fact, sorry, I haven't moved Pach or Urbacher because I'm a little afraid about these guys getting hurt again. Is that a flare? I think it is. Let's go ahead and start moving fast towards that area. And at this point, I'm really not too concerned about getting hit, but I will be a lot more concerned if I end up seeing any enemy tank units. Let's get a good look at those beautiful Stug 3s moving, and we will be right back, guys, once we get into some combat. Okay, guys, we've spotted our first Russian right away. The enemy is, or our allies have taken it out. Actually, no, that was our tank. I forgot to mention, and I should show you guys now, that if we look all the way back here, the allies, our allies here, which is just another German army group, is supporting us. So I'm hoping that they can really assist here. Again, our goal is to kill as many Russians as possible, because if we don't, they're going to have just so much manpower, we'll never beat them. So that's really what I'm trying to do here, is just cause as much havoc as I can. I'm going to go ahead and take Group Pach and see if I can select command to just fire on this area. The same with Elter's group. We just want to absolutely saturate this area with fire, especially before the enemy starts attacking, because I don't want them to get too close. Holmeier. Wire link established. That's good. There's just more enemy contacts. That's what I like to see, guys. You can already see a lot of enemies there. I'm not sure if that's mortar fire or just enemy smoke, but we're definitely making a difference, making a dent in the enemy lines for sure. And I think our allies might be firing some artillery, possibly some mortars. Whatever they're doing, it's certainly helping us. Now I want to try to get some of our tanks behind the enemy. We know we have the advantage here. Let's keep moving. So let's try to go fast forward, or forward anyway, all the way back here. A quick look here. Alright, guys, we get to have a little bit of fun here. I actually changed things up a little bit and put this group into a proper group, and I'm hoping that this is going to significantly help our chances at getting some kills here and destroying whatever the Russians are sending at us. We should be on the defensive, but we're not. We're going on the offensive, and I'm actually going to be moving most of these groups out very, very quickly to opposite sides, just to make sure that we don't have anyone attacking us. I also want to mention that we have some allies back here that are helping us, providing artillery fire, all sorts of awesome stuff, and for once, not having to worry about artillery fire really makes me feel good. So we're just controlling a massive tank group, moving up here. We'll get a nice shot of it, but I'm absolutely loving this so far. Few Stugs. Still got these damn martyrs that I'm not crazy about, but you know what? Everybody deserves a place in this army. Alright, guys, we'll get back to you when we get into some serious combat. Alright, guys, combat has begun. It looks like our men have spotted some enemies trying to come down that hill, and what a perfect place to engage the enemy. I'm going to keep moving forward with Weber. I hope that our allies will send in some artillery support, but I don't think we need it. Holy crap, Weber's out. That's not good. So already the enemy is killing some of our, I guess, our closest units. I want to make sure Osman sees what's going on, but we definitely have enemies attacking on this end. So I'm sending all of these other guys across this tiny little ravine into, of course, the enemy flank. And I hope I can flank them and cause some serious damage here. Let's go ahead, guys. Get over here quickly. That's the right way to say it, right? Quickly. I think so. All right, here we go. Come on. Poor Berger. Gonna eat a burger in his memory. Alright, let's go this way. Binder, as well as Weber. And already, I think Weber can spot a lot of enemies coming down that area. For sure. We've got a whole bunch of enemies. And this is a perfect opportunity to hit them before they get too close. There we go. That's definitely, could be, no, it's just flares, I think. But it could be our flares showing us where they are. Alright, go this way, you go this way. Longberre. And by the way, guys, I hope the sound is better this time. Trying to make it so you guys can actually hear me. But this game is very loud, so that can be difficult. There we go, Weber. Actually, wouldn't mind if you moved down the hill a little bit more. It's exactly what we need, guys. Is just basically everybody to focus fire on these targets. They're out in the open. It's a perfect opportunity to wipe out a bunch of Soviet infantry units and make it a lot easier for our men in the future. Don't forget, we're still holding this front. There we go. Look at that. Oh, that's got to be our allies as well, providing artillery support, but we are wasting the Soviets. But we are going to be fighting a lot of battles in the future, we definitely need to get our men to the front, our infantry, and they're going to need to deal with a lot of Soviet units. I was hoping for a tank contact here because I wanted to kill a few tanks, but if it doesn't show up, that's alright. And obviously, look at this beautiful ravine area. This is the perfect trench, natural trench, really. Empty riverbed, and it looks like there's going to be some Soviets coming from that area, too. So I'm going to send Binder to investigate. Osman, no, that's Berger. Thank goodness, Osman is still alright. Osman, you can stop here, man. You're going a bit too far. And let's bring Urbacher this way. Looks like Urbacher. Can you bring in some artillery, Urbacher? It's going to be hard for the spotter to hit this far, I think. Order not executed. Alright, he wants to do his own thing. That's fine for now. We're doing very, very well, but right now 2 of our men are not executing orders. I think that's probably due to radio contact. The radio contact for this battle was poor to begin with, so it's going to be interesting to see how that works, but it looks like the meter's still filling up. We might still get a beautiful artillery strike on that area. I don't want them crossing this river. I would consider that a defeat. We don't want a single Soviet foot on this soil. It's not German soil, but still. I almost slipped up. There we go. Wow. Artillery's doing a great job there. Alright, I just saw some suspicious fire. Well, first of all, there's a machine gun there. That's not good. But besides that, I saw some suspicious fire over here that could be an anti-tank gun. And Osman looks like he's having some trouble. I think I want to investigate. So let's move these guys down immediately. We're going to go ahead and just fast move. We've already flanked the enemy. We've got artillery coming in. Unless they have reserves somewhere back here, I'm not too concerned. Let's keep going. Come on. Fast move, Mena. This is the second time we've managed to just totally annihilate a group of enemy infantry, really an army of enemy infantry, with our tanks. So this is a plus, and definitely bad tactics on the part of the enemy, unless they start bringing some serious people to the field. And there we go. Osman is out. No way. Is that possible? No, he's not out. They're just going to bail and get back in the vehicle. They do this all the time. Osman is a skittish fellow, yeah? You understand? Alright, Urbacher. At this point, we're just coming down on the enemy, just a huge iron shield, really. That's what we're trying to do, to trap any more of the enemy that are still alive. I'm not crazy about going after them with my martyrs, because, as you know, these guys do have a tendency to get shot in the back. But, what the hell? I didn't ask for this equipment. I wanted only Tigers. Are they even being produced yet? I don't think they are, but still. And hopefully our ally is actually bringing in some artillery fire. If we start spotting better, obviously they can bring it in even more effectively. Look at that. Look at that. Just a beautiful hit. Bunch of guys down, and they're not getting up from that. And a bunch of Soviets are taking cover. We might even be able to take some prisoners if we push on this position. And there we go. A bunch of Soviets still running. Look at that, guys. They're scattering like ants against the Reich. We will keep opening fire on them. No mercy. There we go. Dietrich, Brunner. Olma is firing at God knows what. He's got his own ideas about where to shoot, I guess. Boom. Another beautiful artillery shot there. Bruner, I just really want you to stay put and start shooting, man. How about that? That's what I'm talking about. You do have a machine gun, Bruner. Alright, enemy's going to try to throw some smoke to save what little men they have remaining, but they're still making a desperate push across the river. Let's put Dietrich right here on attack mode. Keep it up. That's what I'm talking about. We need some machine gun fire. Good thinking, Olmeyer. We got Elter as well, and this is a commander. I don't want to lose him. Come on, bring it in. Look at all of these Soviets. They're definitely taking cover. And that fire is coming in very effectively. Enemy's asking for a ceasefire. What do we say, guys, to ceasefires? 9! That's what we say. Especially when we are clearly crushing the enemy here. The game's still going to give me a defeat because that's just how the Graviteam system is. But, look at, oh, that poor guy. But it's still going to give me a defeat, I'm almost certain. But I want to make sure we kill almost all of these Russians if we can. Less Russians means, you know, a better chance of us actually succeeding in this campaign without getting annihilated by just waves and waves of them. And this will probably teach them not to try these tactics against us. But I think the flank worked perfectly. Good shot. Oh, yes. Could watch this all day. That's the scary thing about this game. I really could watch this all day. Do we have some more Russians looking for a fight? Come on, guys. As far as I can see, all of the defensive positions, I think the only one is Sarmoglitsky, is way behind our line. So we don't have to worry about them taking those positions. Ceasefire doesn't seem like a bad idea. We took out 3 of their trucks over here. I might want to head over to those trucks and see if we can find any more. And look at that. The attack continues. They just don't know when to surrender. They will never surrender, apparently. Better than going back to Stalin, I think. Oh, yes. Many men down. We'll get a nice close tour here of the carnage. Failed Russian attack. That's what that looks like. Still incoming rounds as well. I mean, even the wounded aren't safe. Still one lone guy here that's alive, but taking... No! I spoke too soon. Alright, we're going to take a detour back here. I think that place is pretty much cleaned up. Let's go, Mena. There's still a few guys down there, but I'm not too worried about them. There we go. We're already seeing enemy infantry in that area. I was almost certain we were going to find it. And Dietrich is just steaming forward. Look at this, more enemy infantry. Very close this time. Are those bunkers? No, they're just in the shell holes trying to cower for their lives. Glory! So there we go. That's the way to do it, men. Dietrich is still steaming ahead. It looks like now he's turned his attention to these men over here. Wow. I really can't wait to see the casualty counts of this battle. That's Berger. He's killed a long time ago. There we go. Dietrich is still moving. I want to see how quickly this guy's going. 10 kilometers per hour, which for a tank is pretty fast. No, especially in this terrain, it's not bad. Full steam ahead, Dietrich. What did I do? Vehicle lost. That's not good. Okay, Binder is down, and that's not something I wanted to happen. Once again, the enemy manages to take out 2 vehicles, although one of them is on fire. I don't see how their soldier got on fire. Probably just the explosion from the shrapnel here. And they're definitely trying to push on this area as well. They have gotten across the river. I didn't want them to, but I think we're doing all right. We got a lot of kills on these guys, and Lobaga is on the way to sort this situation out. Olmeyer, of course, is continuing on the offensive. But I think I might accept that ceasefire pretty soon. Woo! More enemy infantry. Surrender already. We need prisoners. We really do. Well, let's take a look at the casualties list of the entire campaign, guys, so far. Before the end of this video. So stay tuned. Enemy contact. Sure enough, we've got enemy contacts here. It looks like infantry right now. And there's still artillery coming in from our allies. They're doing a great job at just suppressing this area completely. But I think this area is pretty suppressed. I don't see this getting any worse for the Russians, really. They've got a few lone stragglers that are still alive out here. But our tanks will probably take care of them. Although these guys I worry about. And actually there's a commissar there. I want to take him out. Kill the commissar. Enemy contact. Alright, that's making me worry. Because now they're spreading out significantly. What's this? Another smoke grenade. Are these guys going to attempt another assault? Please say yes. Please say yes. I just can't, in good conscience, stop fighting them right now. I really can't. Enemy retreats. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Retreat or GTFO. And they retreated. So that's really going to look good for us, guys, I think. I don't see how a retreat can possibly be a victory for them, but I'm willing to bet you it'll come out as a victory and a major defeat for us. That's just the way the game works. But I think really the only thing that matters at the end is the overall victory point score, which is, you know, it's all about taking the victory points. More enemy contact, any tanks? Does it matter? No, it doesn't. We absolutely massacred these guys, butchered them. Still a few Russians out here alive, but overall, they know not to mess with our tanks. Look at that. Or our artillery. Gotta really thank the Allies supporting us in this battle. They did an exceptional job. Good work, men. It's unfortunate we lost 2 tanks, but I think it was worth the sacrifice. And as you can see, there's still Russians here from the last battle. These aren't even from this battle. They've tried to cross this area before, this river. In fact, there's one dead behind our tank. But they never succeed, and there's a reason for that. This is an area we hold very dearly. This river is an area I don't want to lose. And I've managed to hold it so far, and I hope we can keep it up. Look at this. Still a few of them alive here, but that commissar's dead. I don't think they're going to be following any orders, and that's going to mean a lot of dead commanders for the enemy. So that's awesome, guys. Yes, run! Run, Ivan! You are not welcome here. It's actually going to take a really long time for that retreat to take effect, which is, I've never seen the retreat take that long. But we'll see, it might end a little earlier. I'm just going to keep firing. And look at that. Oh, shrapnel everywhere. Commissar's pushing them forward, but they really don't want to go. Dietrich, did I tell you to stop moving? 9, keep going. Crazy bastard. I want you guys to keep in mind that these videos take a lot of time. So remember to share with your friends. It really helps, guys. And just get it out there. Just hit that like button, obviously. Goes without saying. But just anything you can do really, really, really helps. All that smoke is making it really hard for our guys to spot them, which is annoying. Come on, you guys said you guys were retreating. What's going on, yeah? How long does it take for a fucking army to retreat? Excuse my language, but really. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up a bit. Just going into fast forward mode, guys. Ooh, look at that arty. It looks like Weber is actually stuck in a nice little shell hole here. No wonder he wasn't getting many effective shots. That's definitely a problem. Here we go. Total defeat. Like I said, I knew that was going to happen, but we had 8 casualties. We killed 117 of the enemy. We crushed them. And once again, I won a battle with 3-to-1 kill ratio, but total defeat. Yeah, I love it. It just is the way it is. Somebody has to say something to Graviteam about it, though, because it's a bit silly. So we also captured all flags, and this is going to look terrible for the enemy, guys. I mean, this many men lost. They're going to have to rethink doing those crazy charges. Let's take a look at the operation screen and see what we do next. This is how the battlefield looks right now. I'm definitely worried about the Russian tanks over here. It looks like a leader's tank, as a matter of fact. So there's a few things we can do, but we have to go ahead. We have to end our turn, and now we can actually start moving our men. Our men are pretty well entrenched, and most of our orders are to remain where we are. So I'm a little conflicted about what I really want to do, but I think one thing I want to do is move some of our men over here towards this line, specifically our tank units, and we probably want to move this unit over here as well. I'll do the same with this commander unit and bring some more of the infantry up. But for these guys, we want to just remain basically in defense. I was hoping we could bring over an AT gun, but it just doesn't look possible. It's going to be really tough, so I can try to switch these guys around, but even this is not going to work very well. And I'll switch this tank. Sorry, guys. I'll switch this tank with this unit if I can, although I don't think I can because I just moved him there. So we're in a bit of a pickle, to be honest with you. Now, we could go ahead and start attacking these areas, do a little counterattack on the enemy, which I'm not exactly opposed to. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare that. Give the enemy a little spook, as it were, and see what happens. Maybe they're going to be well prepared, maybe not. But we'll go ahead and check it out and see what happens. Anyway, guys, if you enjoy this series, make sure to comment down below, share it with your friends, and if you want to, you can donate to the channel if that's something you want to do. Remember, this is a niche strategy channel. We don't get as many viewers as we should get. So if you want to throw $3, $2, $5, whatever you can donate, feel free to hit the donate button on my channel, and I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys. Take care, and as always, have an awesome, awesome day. You guys thought I forgot, didn't you? Nein! So guys, we're taking a look at the current status of the troops. It looks like so far we've only had 17 of our men killed, which is pretty amazing. 10 wounded, 18 heavily wounded. Means they're probably never coming back to the battlefield. I'm guessing missing legs or very serious injuries. As opposed to the Russians, we've killed 124. We've captured 6 of them. We've also had 94 heavily wounded and 23 wounded. The Russians are taking nasty, nasty hits from us, and if we can keep this up, we can win this campaign. Take care, guys, and have an awesome, awesome day.